Well, hello again, folks, and welcome back to this week's episode of BR's Beer Review. Real quick, I'm going to try to keep it a little bit shorter than usual. I know I've been rambling on a lot about the breweries and such in these beer reviews. I got to remember, this is about the beer. This is about finding you your new favorite beer. And you're not going to do that if I just keep rambling on about the fucking breweries. If you like the beer, you're going to go look them up yourselves. I'll try to remember that. I'm just trying to help you out as much as I can here. But again, I'm going to try to keep these a little bit shorter. Also, my game's on right now, so I don't want to spend my whole night sitting here reviewing beer, not listening to my game. So, without further ado, let's jump right into this, shall we? Tonight's guest is none other than Redhook's own Continuous Revelation Coffee IPA. Now, as I mentioned last week, I was out of town doing some stuff, and I came across a couple beers. This is the first one I came across, and I will bring it to you now. Some real quick background info. Redhook was established in '81 in Seattle, Washington, in the Ballard community, I believe. One of the first West Coast, definitely Washington microbreweries out there that started making beer. They started out with like their Black Hook and Red Hook and whatnot. It's good beer. I like it. You know, they kind of grew fast. They became one of the first breweries to be bi-coastal, open a secondary brewery over on the East Coast somewhere. Usually great beer. I love them. All the good old boys out in Washington State, I know they probably got their start on Redhook. So, like I said, let's go ahead and crack one of these bad boys here, shall we? And we'll get to reviewing some beer here. You know, I haven't poured this in a glass yet. This is the first time I've actually seen what this bugger looks like. Pretty light. Kind of, there's a little bit of a copper tint there, maybe. Could be the coffee. I'm not real sure. Pours good. I'm no bartender. I'm not the best beer pourer. Got a little bit more head than I wanted there, but let's give her a taste. Yeah, it's hoppy and coffee-y. So the first time I had it, the first sip, I was like, that's fucking gnarly, man. That's not what I expected at all. Then I had, a couple more sips, and I pretty much thought the same thing. This is an interesting beer. It's I feel like generally your coffee beers or your stouts, porters, it's a weird crossbreed. It's a hybrid. Napoleon probably sketched this in his binder when he got a little bit older. Started drinking a little bit more. It's a weird one. It's an unusual hybrid and startling and somewhat offensive to the palate, I find. It does get better as you sip it. Quick facts on it. It's got a 6.5 ABV, which is pretty decent. Most respecting IPAs are thereabouts or above. IBUs, it ranks in at 45. On my arbitrary bitterness scale, I think I'm going to go ahead between 1 and 10. I'm going to probably go ahead and give that a 4. It's bitter. It's coffee. Maybe I'll bump that up to 4.5. It's an unusual flavor. There's no getting around that. The coffee's taste is fairly strong, so if your plan is get fucked up early, drink it with your eggs in the morning. It's a coffee beer. I've had a couple before 11. I'm not, not going to judge. I feel like it's best that way, honestly. Maybe have a cup of black coffee first, then switch over this. Yeah. Almost like has a little tiny taste of jalapeno. Not like spicy, but the flavor, it's weird. I think we'll do a redemption episode for this next week. The one cool thing I did like about it, growing up in the 90s, I was a big fan of the Drew Carey Show, and it made me kind of think of Buzz Beer. I'm assuming that was probably a lager. Drew Carey and his friends on the show, Oswald and Lewis and Kate and that Mimi, ended up having a brewery out of Drew's backyard, and they made Buzz Beer, which was I believe like a coffee flavored lager probably. So that's cool, grab some of these beers, reminisce, watch some of the later seasons of Drew Carey Show and drink it. Other than that, I probably won't. I'm going to finish this 6-pack that I've been working on for a while now, and then I probably won't buy any more. But we're going to come back right at you next week with Redhook's own redemption episode, and they have damn tasty beer, so I'll get me some of that. Maybe I'll get into the brewery a little bit more, give you some more info, but for me, that's all tonight, folks, so please drink responsibly, don't drink and drive. If you like these episodes, please share, please subscribe. If you hate these episodes, please share, please subscribe. Remember, I'm just out here drinking a lot of beer, trying to help you find your new favorite beer. BR out. Good evening and happy weekend.